Hey, what's up? This is Anthony with AGT Exotics, and today we're going to finish up our DIY Hobby Lobby enclosure. And we got all our stuff for it right here. We got our cork bark we're going to use. We have our plants. We've got some parlor palm. We have some ivy and some baby tears for some ground covers. And what we have here is our drainage layer, which is a hydroton. Expanded clay pebbles, and this is our screen that we're going to put in there to separate the two layers. And here's our soil we're going to use. This is our ABG mix that we made up yesterday. Alright, so let's get to it. Alright, we're going to start off with putting some hydroton clay pebbles. This will be our drainage layer. I'm going to do about an inch or so. It's really just like a thin layer. Alright, let's put our division layer in here. We're just going to keep our substrate, for the most part, going down into the drainage layer. Alright, let's get some substrate in there. Alright, let's position our cork bark piece how we're going to have it. I'm thinking like that. Let's get some substrate behind it. It's the hard part. And that will help hold it in place. And I wanted to plant some plants behind it too a little bit. So let's get a bunch. Maybe not quite that much. There we go. That's more like it. Alright, let's get these palms put in here. Let's get some of these IVs behind here. At least one of them. Alright, let's get our baby tears in the front here. There we go. I think I'm going to kind of position this going up the back, and this has some long arms on it, so we'll get this going all over the place. This will cover a lot of area pretty fast. Cool. I like the way that looks. Let's put this other piece of ivy here, and let's do it over here next to the palm trees here. Alright. That leaves enough room for our water dish. Just barely. There's not much room in this little enclosure, but it's a pretty small Metallica, and it'll be getting something bigger in 2 or 3 more molts. We'll get into a 10-gallon like the others. Barely left room for the water dish here. I'll have to kind of rethink a little bit. Actually, that's pretty good. That'll work just like that. Alright. Looking good. I'm liking that. Here, I'll take a couple good pictures. And next will be the rehousing of Metallica 1, my smaller P Metallica. Okay, now we need to seed the enclosure with Springtails and isopods. Here's some isopods. Just gonna grab a bit that has some in it. Just kind of put it in there. This one's a little bit harder because there's not much room. These are a speckled isopod. There we go, I got like 7 or 8 in there. Let's get a few more. There we go. And let's add our Springtails. These are our tropical white Springtails. I just add a little bit more water. Usually you keep them about 1 inch of water. And what you do with these, you just kind of pour some of the water out into the enclosure. So you're back to your height of water you don't normally have. I'm going to put a little bit more. They're hydrophobic, so they float on the water surface. Here, let's see what we can see in there. They're hard to see, but they float on top of the water. Alright, now let's go for the rehousing. Alright, so here's the method I'm going to be using. It's a piece of cardboard with a hole in it. and I have 2 size catch cups basically, and they have holes cut in them so I can use a paintbrush or something like that to get the tea from here into the enclosure. And so what you do with these is you pop this into the cardboard and it locks in pretty sturdy. And then what I have is a second piece that goes underneath, catches like that. Alright, so here we are. Poecilotheria metallica number 1. It's like 4 inches. Alright, let's try to get some stuff out of here. This one's never given threat posture, just always ran. Some strong webbing. Alright, there we go. Okay, now we're going to position this over the opening like this. And we're going to use something here. There we go, I got a few tools. Let's try to get it to go into the hole here. Oh! He's probably hungry actually, I probably should have fed him. Alright, well here's this one's threat posture. These holes are really not big enough for the container, for this little thing I'm using. Keeps giving me a threat posture. I guess I just keep trying, right? Maybe this is just being inquisitive. Come on. It's not even trying to move away. Funny. Come on. So is it good to feed first? Come on, I'm not trying to stress you out. There you go. Come on. Gotta keep moving. There we go. Finally. There we go. Let's get some movement. Probably people gonna be laughing, saying, "All you had to do is do this." Well, this is my first time rehousing a big one. Well, using this method, I don't know. I'm doing it right. There we go. There we go. All right. Into our catch container or mechanism here. That took a little bit. All right. Okay, so here's the new setup. Here, I'm gonna have to turn this sideways so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to do this basically in reverse. Like that. There we go. Having a lighting issue all of a sudden. One second. I guess not. Alright. It's because the background is blocking the light coming from the top of this. So let's get it to go into the new enclosure. That's alright, sorry. The holes I drilled are too small for this. So we're going to take it really easy with a toothpick. There we go. So there's a huge glare, but I'll risk it for a second here. But there it is in the new enclosure. We'll get a lot better footage here, but I'm going to get this closed. Hope you enjoyed this DIY Tarantula enclosure project using a Hobby Lobby clear display case. Here we are, we got her rehoused. Still hasn't found the hide yet, but I think next time on the other two, what I'll do is I'll release them into the hide, and then they'll know where the hide is right away, so they're not sitting out stressed out like this one. I don't know if it's stressed out, but it's still on the outside, and it's been about 20 minutes since I've done the rehousing. Alright, well, I hope to join me, or hope you guys can join me on the next project that we got, and see you next time.